Hey everybody, I'm John Heritage. I am the CEO of Evenbound and the author of the Industrial Growth System. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the CRM system of record for industrial companies. Specifically, we're going to talk about the decision making that leads up to a CRM project. Honestly, it is broken. And the reason it's broken is there's typically not clear ownership and aligned mutual goals, realistic timelines, comprehensive data strategy. Any and all of these things can lead to failure of CRM at launch or post-launch. In this video, I'm going to walk you through our free scorecard. It takes about 10 minutes to complete, and it provides you with a clear and honest picture of your organization's readiness to take on a project like this. Ideally, you're going to complete this before you waste a single dollar or waste a single minute evaluating platforms. So let's dive in. So what is the CRM Readiness Scorecard? It's a simple, clear guide to inform the CRM decision-making process. It gives you clarity on readiness and confidence in your next steps. It measures your readiness across 5 categories: people and adoption, process, technology, data, and then evaluation clarity. Each category is worth 5 points for a total of 25. It's a quick, objective, and actionable way for you to evaluate your readiness for this decision. You can finish it in like 10, 15 minutes. We're going to walk through it here in a second. Those 5 categories are not random. They all roll up into something that we call the industrial growth system. It's the idea that growth isn't one campaign or one piece of software. It is strategy, people, and technology working together in the same direction. When they're aligned, the business compounds. When one is out of sync, it drags the other two. This scorecard is a fast, practical way to see where your CRM readiness stands inside of the bigger picture. I'll dive deep into that full system in an upcoming video. For today, let's just get you a number. Remember, the number isn't the point. The gap it reveals is the point. All right, here we go. This is the CRM Readiness Scorecard. It is a PDF format that you can open. I have this open in Google Chrome. You can open it in a PDF reader or any PDF compatible application on your computer. You can probably even do it on your phone. But I'm going to walk you through kind of what this process looks like and just how easy it is. So there's some introductory information that explains kind of the background and context of the document and then how to use the scorecard and some of our intentions here. But if you scroll down to some of these fields, you'll notice there are 5 here. One is people adoption. The other one is process. The third is technology. The fourth is data. And then the 5th is evaluation clarity. So if we kind of start to fill these out, these are formatted fields. So for people in adoption, the CRM is used consistently across teams. There's a clear CRM owner and an admin exists. Leadership actively supports these initiatives. Training and resources are available and planned. And then core processes are documented. So if you check all 5 in this category, you're going to give yourself a 5 out of 5, right? And then it goes on to process. This is like essential to any CRM project, really. Getting all of your processes documented in an ideal state is kind of a core fundamental thing that we do through CRM. So, you should consider that for yourself too. Sales pipeline, lead management, lifecycle stages, basic automation and handoffs between teams are consistent. You score that for yourself. Give ourselves a 5 out of 5 there. The technology component is really, does the CRM fit current workflows? Integrations are reliable and maintained. Fields and objects are standardized. Customizations are intentional and manageable. No major system limitations that are blocking your growth. We'll give ourselves 5 there. Data, the kind of backbone of everything here. Data is generally clean and accurate. The duplicate records are minimal. Reporting fields are standardized. Data is maintained regularly. CRM data supports segmentation and reporting. 5 out of 5 there. And then evaluation clarity. The CRM requirements are defined. The stakeholders are aligned on the goals. timeline is clear and realistic, the budget stage is defined, and success metrics are documented. So if we get all fives on each of those categories, our total score would be like a 25 out of 25. And then there's a reference here for what your score means from where we sit in our experience of doing these things. So obviously, if you're scoring up in the 21 to 25 range, you're ready, you're prepared, you're positioned well to go through a vendor selection and start defining what that implementation looks like. If you scored on the lower half of this, you might be emerging where you've got some foundational gaps that you really need to spend some time, slow down and spend some time on before you start moving the process forward. Because you really want to be focused on alignment and ownership and process before you start the evaluation process. Maybe developing or mature, there's still some gaps to fill in there to make sure that you are ready for this process. There's also some recommendation on what you should be doing next, depending on how you scored. So immediate focus, ideal for emerging teams, is clarify the CRM requirements and align the stakeholders. In the evaluation or the planning stages, you want to evaluate CRM vendors, evaluate HubSpot as a platform, build an implementation plan, and then optimization paths are really ideal for mature, high-performing teams. Optimize your current CRM and develop an executive business case. Based on what you arrive at through that process, you're probably going to come up with some next steps and then be able to develop what we would call a mutual action plan, which means like we really have to do this step next. This is who the owner of that's going to be. It's going to be due on this, and then when the status is. So you can use this as a living document to continually update and make sure that your team is ready and prepared to take on a project like this. So that's the CRM Readiness Scorecard. 5 categories, honest check marks, 1 score, and then clear next steps. Keep in mind that everybody's CRM is basically fine until you start checking those boxes. This is essentially your entry point into something bigger. A more responsible and impactful CRM evaluation process, along with our industrial growth system, which is a framework to align strategy and people and technology for industrial companies. I'm going to break that whole system down in an upcoming video, so keep an eye out for that. For now, go grab your copy of the CRM Readiness Scorecard from the link right below this video, and then take 10 to 15 minutes to complete the process. You're going to get a clear number and clear next steps that inform where you go from here.